Good morning. Well, today is, we're into week 3 and project 3 is starting, and this is a little bit different. It's going to be my very first attempt at upcycling. It's something I've been wanting to do for ages. Now, the moment is here. I can start. And I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited too. So I'm going to get my bits and pieces together and I'm going to show you what my first little project is. So we're in what was a living room. It's all stripped and ready to have some work done. And it's like fast become my my junk room for storage. So this is my first project that I'm going to do. It's this lovely pine table. As you may or may not know, we've decided that everything we do, all the furniture in the house is going to be secondhand. From marketplace, from secondhand shops, from wherever we want to get it from. So this was a buy off of marketplace. We paid £40 for it with 4 chairs as well, which are in lovely condition. There is a little drawer at the front as well. There is a handle in there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it just basically just needs a bit of a clean, doesn't it? But of course, I'm not going to stop there. We've got our, oh, hi, Casper. There's the 4 chairs that go with it. There's 2 that side. I can't see what's going on in case I was like talking to someone. And to the other side. Yay! So the first thing I'm going to do as the handle is off is now give it all a good clean. So come back to me in a minute. So here we go. I've got my little respirator on. I will be getting a proper one soon because I'm going to be doing a lot more sanding in the future. I've also got what's called TSP in here with a sponge. It's a chemical cleaner that really sort of like cuts through any grease and gloss finishes on anything, and is really the best thing for furniture, you know, when you're sort of cleaning it up, ready to do it. So here we go, let's start giving it a clean. I'm going to clean it all over. Obviously, I've taken the drawers out, or the drawer out rather. I'm going to be cleaning the legs, underneath, absolutely anywhere, because you know, we don't know how clean these things are, do we, when we pick them up? So, yeah, I'll give it a good clean, and then, of course, I have to let it dry before I can do anything else with it. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't know if you can see how dirty this water is. I mean, I think what you have to remember is that, you know, pieces of furniture that we buy secondhand, they may have been in the garage, you know, for a couple of years, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to get some clean water now and rinse off all those chemicals. So the table is cleaned and rinsed off, and now it's time for the chairs. How nice are these? Okay, so all the cleaning, that side of the preparation is done now. Time to bust out this little beauty. I have been looking at sanders and for I don't know how long, and they've just sort of like been on my wish list really. I I decided to go for this one that's called a Gelas, if that's how you pronounce it. When you're looking at sanders online, they all have some excellent reviews and they all have some not such good reviews. So what I've done is I haven't gone for the cheapest. I've just gone for a little bit up, not very much up, just a little bit up. And I've gone for the mouse sander because that can help me get into the little corners. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. So what colour do you think I'm going to be using? I would love to know. If you've got an idea, pop it in the comments below. Let me know. I've just tried it out for the first time. Oh, it's ever so noisy. Anyway, I've got my glasses on to protect my eyes. I'm going to put my little mask back on again. I've started by using a 120 grit, and then I'm going to go up to a 240. Now, the lower the number, the more you're going to be sort of like scuffing down, and I really don't need to scuff this down very much at all. So I'm starting with a 120 and then going up to 400. No, I'm not. I'm starting with a 120 and then going up to 240. Okay, so you might want to turn this down for a few seconds. It's exciting. I can't see a thing now. I'm all steamed up. Here we go. There you go. All the dust is in there as well. That is super cool. I'm really pleased with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it on its side and I'm going to sand along the sort of side bits here. Whoops, hang on, my thumb's in the way there. I'm going to sand along these bits here and also the legs as well. So you don't need to see all that. I'll be back in a bit. Phew, that was hard work. I changed my mind actually, and I did go down to an 80 grit because it was just taking so long, and I'm not very patient. So hopefully that means that I can whiz through the 120 and the 240, but I'm going to have to stop now because it's starting to get a little bit dark, and I want to be able to see what I'm doing properly. So that means tomorrow I will be whizzing through that sanding again on that table first thing in the morning. I will also, I'm just gonna do the chairs with the with my hand sander and you know, sandpaper on my hand, and then I'm gonna start painting. So exciting. Okay, catch up in the morning, guys. Night night. Good morning. So here we go, day 2, and at last I can start to paint. So this is a primer. It's a Valspar primer. This is actually from B&Q, but it's their specific range for furniture. So this is a primer. So let's prise it open. I have used it because I did buy a tester pot for the particular colour that I wanted. So I did use it. So this is a white primer. I'm gonna give it a, whoa! Sorry about that. Give it a good stir with my proper stirring stick rather than a stick that I'd normally get out from the garden or somewhere. Anybody thought yet what colour I might be doing? wait. I can't wait. So let's see how much of the primer I can get done today. Oops, I should have brought a paintbrush in, shouldn't I? Okay, let's go and get my paintbrushes and I'll make a start. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to give this another dust down. I have given it a little hoover actually as well, just to make sure that's all off. I've got no idea which is the best way to do this, whether or not it should be upside down on its side, standing up, but hey, I guess that'll come with practice. Whoops. And I guess what I might have to do is to do part of it and then stop and let it dry and then flip it over the other way. Oh no, still forgot my paintbrushes. Got them. I did treat myself to a nice range of paintbrushes. These are called Purdy. I got them from Amazon and it was like 3 in a pack. So we will see how that goes. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, here we go. I think I'm going to use the middle one for now. Going to get in here first of all. So I thought I might have a little bit of a problem here. My big boy Casper's coming to join me because he likes a bit of company, but unfortunately he likes the taste of the paint. Thankfully it's non-toxic paint, very, very safe. So I best try and get him out of here before I carry on. Oh my goodness, don't judge me. I've got everything everywhere. So the first bit of the primer is done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this for about another hour. I've left it for about an hour already. And then I'm going to flip it over and do sort of like the other end. You'll notice that the top hasn't been touched as yet. That will be done later. So now it's time to start on the chair. So we've got 4 of these lovely chairs. And I'm just going to get started with primering them. Catch up in a bit. I've decided to tape the underside of the chair with frog tape, as it's my plan not to paint rather this bit here. So here we go. I'm going to start on the legs and this back part, and then yeah, 3 more to go of those, and then flipping it all over. Hey, 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 and we're back again. So let's give you just a little look at what I've been doing so far. So I did sand the top of the pine table. I will be doing a little bit more on that. I've also primed what I wanted to paint in the next colour, which you will be seeing shortly. So I've done that. There's the little drawer over there. There you go. And all 4 chairs have been primed as well. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. So what I need to do now is to go over it all with a very fine sand, very fine grid sandpaper to make sure I get any little brush lines off or anything like that. There's our Casper this morning. He likes to be with me when I'm in here. And yeah, I need to do that. So I'm going to take my time with it today, just do it gently in my own time. And as soon as I'm cracking out the paint, I will come back to you. So here we go. The moment I've been waiting for. Ta-da! Any last minute guesses on colour? It's not green. So let's hope this is easy to open. Yes, it's going to be easy to open. This wasn't my first choice of colour. My first choice of colour was, oh, come the dogs. Well, two of them anyway. Hi, Keeks. Casper's already in here with me. My first choice was a fusion mineral paint, which was just the colour I wanted, but I couldn't get it quick enough, and I'm a bit impatient, so here we go. I haven't stirred it. Slightly bluer than I wanted, but hang on, I might have to lift you up to see it. Oh, that's great, isn't it? A big hand in the way. There's the colour. So here it looks like a pale blue. What I wanted was a really pale turquoise. But hey ho, well, let's see how it goes. Pale blue is lovely anyway. And I can't wait to get started. Shaky hands this morning. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm going to need 2 coats of this. Just fine. Good morning. So this is day 4 of my first ever upcycling project. Oh, Casper's just stolen a load of kitchen towel off of the side. He's a right little thief. Look at the state of my hair. Look at the state of me. Now, Alan's actually been away for a few days to see his family, which has been really, really nice for him. So I decided that I would get stuck into this painting. Now, you know, everybody says, when I say everybody says, I mean Facebook, you know, painting furniture groups, DIY groups, everybody says, do something small and easy for your first, you know, your first project so you don't get too overwhelmed with it. No, I had to do a table and 4 chairs, and it has been exhausting. And I must admit, I might have said this in my video yesterday, I can't remember, but I must admit the first couple of days I didn't really enjoy it, excuse me, but I realised I was trying to do it too fast. It was almost like I was, you know what it's like when you go to the supermarket and you feel like you've got to run a race, and I was like that. So the last day or so, I've taken it much slower and I've really enjoyed it a lot more. Look, you can see a sneaky little peek of what I've been doing as well. So Alan comes home today and I've got a bit of a dilemma because the place looks like a bomb's hit it, but I also want to finish the painting, and it's not all going to get done. So I think I've got to do a bit of both, haven't I, really? I've got to have a bit of a tidy up and do as much painting as I can, and enjoy it, because I am enjoying it. The paint that I've been using, it's the, how do you pronounce it now? Oh, hang on a minute, because it's here. Oops, sorry, and there's my thumb. Hang on. Let's try and balance you a minute. It's the Valspar furniture paint from B&Q. First time I've used any furniture paint, but I have seen people say how difficult some paints are to work with. This one was actually recommended to me, and it has gone on absolutely beautifully. No problems whatsoever. So today is just about giving everything a final, very fine sand and going over it all with a second coat. And I do need to do the tabletop as well, which I haven't started yet. I know what I want to do, but I haven't attempted it yet. This, I have to admit, has not been the video that I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be slick, professional, so everyone's going to think, oh yeah, I'm going to watch what she does in the future. But when you're here on your own and you haven't got even a £1 tripod to balance your phone on, you know, it's been quite tricky. So the actual preparation and the actual physical doing of the painting you haven't seen much of, but hopefully when the video is put together you will enjoy it just a teeny bit, and then I can get a little bit more prepared for my next project, which I'm also really excited about, but I think I need to spend a few days having a bit of a tidy up first of all. So anyway, that's it. I need to get the paint out. I need to get my stirring stick out and my paint brushes and carry on. I'll catch up with you all later. Hooray, I'm nearly finished. Today's going to be the last day of my first upcycling project. So, yeah, the painting is done. So now I've got to do a final sand of the top of the table and give it a whitewash. So keep watching. Oh my goodness, this is scary stuff. So I've wet the table all over first of all, and I've done a mixture of probably about 1/3 paint to 2/3 water. I'm just gonna paint it on. Oh, oh. I think I'm going to do about half and then wipe it off and see how it looks. And of course I can always do more coats if I want it lighter. Right, let's look and see how this is gonna go. Wow, I'm liking this colour already. I'm only using kitchen towel to wipe it. I'm not sure if that's good or not. Amazing. Okay, that's a good start. Let's keep going. I'd love to know, have you done any upcycling before? And did it turn out as you hoped? My chairs aren't as good as I hoped. I think basically it's the little fiddly tiny bits, you know what I mean? And I've got a little bit of a build-up of paint in some places, but I'm sure, like everything, you know, the more you do it, the better you get at it. In the end, I was using one of my little eye makeup shadow brushes to get into those little bits and pieces that I couldn't, you know, get without putting too much paint on with a normal brush. And I think that's the way to go. It takes a long time, but if you want it to look nice, these are the things I think you have to sort of practice with a bit, don't you? It could be the difference between selling something and not. Yay! But not put that on the floor because Casper will steal it. He's already had my toilet roll. EBA'd have those as well. He's already had my kitchen roll this morning. Haven't you, my boy? There you go. So I'm not sure how well you can see this. I'll bring you over so you can have a little look. And then I will do another little coat on it as well, just to take it a fraction lighter. There you go. So it really is quite pale, but that's okay. I'd rather it be like that and I can build it up. Oops, look at drips on the side. I better sort them out too. And coat number 2 coming up now. You don't have to leave this to dry. This, I think, could be the perfect colour. Well, the colour that I'd like it to be. Right, let's wipe it back and have a little look. I think so. I like this colour, but now there's always that thought would it be even better with one more coat? I think I'll wait. Alan's out at the moment and see what he says. It's the last day of sorting out the table and chairs, and I'm going to put a finishing wax on it just to protect it and rub it off in 10 minutes. So hopefully it will be looking super duper very soon.